sitwasyon, walang problemang di malalampasan. Magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan. Hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong.
Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWBR-FM. Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 DWBR-FM.
Okay, a wonderful and amazing morning learners of grade 7 and all students of Doña Aurora National High School. Welcome to another episode of our lesson for today. Another opportunity, another chance for each and everyone to learn something new. I'm Teacher Dennis Mendoza and with me is Teacher Jane for the introduction. Teacher, Ma'am Jane!
Hello, Sir Dennis. Good morning. Nice Wednesday morning, our dear grade 7 learners. Likewise to the Doña Aurora National High School, faculty and staff, headed by Dr. Rodrigo V. Pascua, our officer in charge, and Ma'am Ruby R. Guillermo, our assistant principal designate. Same warm greetings to all head teachers, especially the most gorgeous English learning area head, Madam Ofelia Ezra Lutin. Happy are we, for we are done with the first quarter, shift 1, with great strength and healthy mind. We are now on the second shift of the first quarter.
Yes, second shift.
To start with, may I introduce to you the equally talented, witty, and energetic English grade 7 teachers.
Hello, good morning. Happy Wednesday, dear grade 7 learners. Especially to 7 Jacinto, 7 Lapu-Lapu, and 7 Del Pilar. This is Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo. Stay with us until the end of this episode. Smile, smile, and be happy because God's grace is with us. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. This is Teacher Jarlene B. Munar. I just want to greet my 7 Sining and 7 Kultura. A blessed Wednesday to all of you. Stay tuned until the end of this segment.
Good morning and a blessed Wednesday to everyone, especially to my 7 Rizal. I am Teacher Claudine N. Rambak, and please stay with us until the end of this segment.
Okay, there are more of your teachers. For Sir Jazz. Okay, here are your grade 7 English subject teachers. Let's start, of course, with me, Teacher Jane Arlene Estapawan for 7 Archimedes, 7 Galileo, 7 Newton, and 7 SPJ. For Teacher Jarlene B. Munar, 7 Sining and 7 Kultura. For Teacher Lezian S. Ramos, 7 Aguinaldo and 7 Bonifacio. For Teacher Catherine S. Ordinario, 7 Luna and 7 Mabini. For Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo, 7 Jacinto, 7 Del Pilar, and 7 Lapu-Lapu.
And for the 7 Rizal, we have Ma'am Claudine. Tama ba ako? Claudine Rampak. And Zamora Panay. Ma'am Jennifer Velasco, 7 Sulaiman and 7 Zamora.
Okay, I hope you memorize our names so that when you pass your outputs, you won't be at loss.
Ang titindi pala ng mga teacher.
Di ba? All right.
Magaganda, linguistic talaga, magagaling yung mga yan.
Okay, thank you, Sir Dennis. You belong to us.
Yes,
Diba?
Okay.
Okay.
Kanto, huwag nyo kalimutan.
All right. This morning, you are expected to learn about analogy, which is the first lesson for the second shift in English 7. You are expected to supply other words or expressions that complete an analogy. By doing the different activities, you can improve vocabulary skills. Here now is our RBI lesson. Listen well and be vigilant in taking notes. We'll be back after the airing. Okay, so while waiting for the RBI lesson, Sir Dennis, do you have something to say?
Yes, siyempre binabati na we are inviting all the grade 7 na makinig na po kayo. Kasi meron pa lang tayo, naku, ang ganda naman ang pagbungad natin.
O, di ba?
93 yan.
viewers.
Sana umabot ito ng, umabot ito ng nagkakyan. Okay, so susunod na po makinig na po tayo. Nandito na po ang ating RBI, grade 7. Makinig na po tayo.
Kinig na.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo, atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal. With capable teachers whose heart and souls are defined. Deliver knowledge inside your home through radio. This is DWDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, a community FM radio station of Doña Aurora National High School located at Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. This is DWDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. With the use of radio-based instructions, we are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education through distance learning approach. With subjects like English, Science, Math, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, TLE, MAPE, and ESP. The WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio is now ready to serve you right inside your home. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, your school on the air. And now, here is your program host of the day.
Good morning to our dear listeners, especially the grade 7 students of Doña Aurora National High School. This is your school on the air, and it's English time.
It's English time.
We are happy to be with you today, dear learners. Make it a habit to tune in here in our station 106.3 FM Dance Radio. I am your host for today, Teacher Rufino R. Pomeda Jr. With me is Teacher Michael John M. Tumula, our technical specialist. Let us try to comprehend a new idea with familiar objects by using analogy. I hope you are in the most comfortable area while listening to this broadcast. Make sure that your chosen place is well lighted and ventilated. It should be free from any distraction so that you will clearly understand the discussion and instructions. Let's get going with the first lesson.
Let's go!
Have fun while learning a lot. May I introduce to you to your radio teacher, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo.
With so much joy in my heart, I would like to say good morning, our dear grade 7 learners, and also to those who are listening right now. I am your radio teacher for today, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo. Don't forget to smile because a smiling face is a beautiful face. Similarly, a smiling heart is a happy heart. Be inspired by that quote from Dr. Chia of Singapore. How are you feeling right now? With God's grace and mercy, I pray for everyone's protection from harm or problem brought by COVID-19. Today, we are going to discuss about analogy. You are expected to supply other words or expressions that complete an analogy. By working on the different activities, you can improve vocabulary skills using the 4 types of analogy: synonym, part to whole, antonym, and cause and effect relationship. Let's start. Are you holding your learning activity sheets now? Remember, the title of your learning activity sheets is Analogy. Before we begin, let me ask you a question. How do you usually expand and deepen your vocabulary? Yes! Oftentimes, you immediately consult the dictionary to unlock unfamiliar terms. One effective way of building your vocabulary is using analogy. It improves your critical thinking skills. You are forced to examine the relationship of words to arrive at their meanings. Analogy is being taught by the teacher and learned by the student to bridge the gap between the previous topic and the present lesson. Hence, comparing two things that are usually different from each other but have common traits apparently defines an analogy. What are the 4 most commonly used types of analogy? Correct! They are 1. Synonym, 2. Part to whole, 3. Antonym, and 4. Cause and effect relationship. Now let us read the poem titled God Said, I Made a Man by Jose Garcia Villa, found on pages 1 to 2 of your learning activity sheet. Who was Jose Garcia Villa? Jose Garcia Villa was born in Manila, Philippines. He went to the United States in 1930 and had resided there ever since. He had established an international reputation as a short story writer and as a poet, and was awarded the National Artist Award for Literature by the Philippine government. Let us read the poem.
God Said, I Made a Man by Jose Garcia Villa. Out of clay, but so bright he spun himself to brightest day, till he was all shining gold, and oh, he was lovely to behold. But in his hands held he a bow, aimed at me who created him, and I said, Wouldst murder me, who am thy fountainhead? Then spoke he, the man of gold, I will not murder thee. I do but measure thee. Hold thy peace, and this I did. But I was curious of this so regal head. Give thy name, Sir Genius. God Said, I Made a Man by Jose Garcia Villa.
It's time to answer exercise 1, titled Discover What's Inside the Box on pages 2 to 3. You are going to use the first type of analogy, that is synonym. What is a synonym? Precisely! It is a word with the same or almost the same meaning as another word in the same language. For example, beautiful is to attractive as happy is to joyful. The second word is a synonym of the first word. In the activity, you will complete the sets of analogy by providing synonymous words to the given terms, needing appropriate expression taken from the poem God Said, I Made a Man. Refer to the sentences provided to arrive at the correct answer. Find out the letters inside the box that correspond to the numbers given on top. Arrange the jumbled letters that correspond to the alphabet letters to finally come up with the term being asked for. You can see an example on page 2. Answer numbers 1 to 5 on page 3. Stay tuned. Keep it right here on 106.3 Dance Radio, where learning is amazing.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. I have just finished accomplishing the task found in my module. How can I send you my outputs for checking and feedbacking?
Oh, that's a nice question. There are actually 3 ways for a student like you to submit your outputs. 1. It could be via online. That is, if you are capable to connect online. You can just upload your outputs in your Google Classroom, or you can take pictures and send them through your group chat or messenger account.
Ma'am, how about if we do not have internet connection?
If you do not have internet connection, you can submit your accomplished tasks in 2 ways. 1. You can ask your parents to submit your outputs in the designated drop-off center. 2. You can save your outputs if you have available flash drive, CD, or DVD at home, and submit it in the designated drop-off center in your respective barangay.
Wow! It's nice to know that there are varied ways on how we can submit our accomplished task.
Always remember, for submission of outputs, you can do it via online, offline, or physical submission. Because at Dance, we make amazing things possible.
Let's continue with exercise number 2, titled Finding God's Creations, on pages 3 to 4. You're going to use the second type of analogy, that is part to whole. In this type of analogy, the first term is part of this second term, and the third term is part of the fourth. For example, fin is to fish, as wing is to bird. This analogy shows that a fish uses its fin to move. Similarly, a bird uses its wing to move. The poem God Said, I Made a Man features what God made. On page number 4, you can find a pool of words about the creations of God. Your task is to loop all these words to complete the 5 analogies that show part to whole relationship. Let us continue with exercise number 3, titled Fix Me, I Am Incomplete, on page number 4. You're going to use the third type of analogy, that is antonym. What is an antonym? Right! An antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. For example, purify is to contaminate, as eternity is to end. The second word is an antonym of the first word. In your activity, you have to supply the missing letters with the correct ones to come up with the appropriate antonyms of the given words. Don't go away, I'll be right back.
Do you encounter problems in accomplishing the different activities in your modules or learning activity sheets? Worry no more, because your teachers are always ready to guide and assist you. You can send your questions or clarifications in 2 easy ways. 1. Call or text, and 2. Private message. So easy, right? Remember, at Doña Aurora National High School, we make amazing things possible.
This reminder is brought to you by Doña Aurora National High School and this station.
Let us move on with exercise number 4, titled Tracing Reasons and Results, on pages 4 to 5. You are going to use the fourth type of analogy, that is cause and effect relationship. For example, earthquake is to tsunami as cavity is to toothache. A tsunami is the effect of an earthquake. Likewise, toothache is the effect of having a cavity. With the selection, he is behind every genius, on page 5. As you read, note the potential cause and effect present in the text to complete the analogies provided below the box. Use the sentence number indicated in each set of analogy as your clue. That ends the discussion of our lesson for today. I suppose we have covered everything that we needed to discuss. Once again, what is analogy? Yes, that's right. Analogy is a comparison between two things, typically for the purpose of explanation or clarification. How about the four most commonly used types of analogy? What are they? Exactly! They are 1. Synonym, 2. Part to whole, 3. Antonym, and 4. Cause and effect relationship. Let's find out how well you have understood the lesson, my dear learners. Turn your learning activity sheets on page 5. Have you seen exercise number 5, titled Begin and End the Puzzle? That's good! What can you see? Yes, that is a crossword puzzle. Your task is to solve the puzzle with the words similar to the terms to complete the analogies presented in the text. He is behind every genius. Across means the horizontal position, while down is the vertical position in the crossword puzzle. To help you improve your retention and understanding of today's lesson, I am going to give you an assignment to be submitted on Friday. Turn your learning activity sheets on page 6. Have you found exercise number 6, titled Craft Something from Nothing? You will answer 2 activities as your assignments. First, fill in the chart with the 5 sets of analogies related to God and His creations, which start with the English alphabet provided. Use the given example as your guide. Second, make a slogan or a saying of any topic marked with analogy of any type. 10 examples and rubric are provided as your guide. At this point, turn your learning activity sheets on page 7, where you can find the activity for reflection. After working on the different activities, write a 5-sentence paragraph regarding the significance of acknowledging God as our Creator. Use at least 5 newly derived words from the analogies. It's already time to end our session this morning. I have such a nice time spent with you. Just call me up or send me a message if there is anything else that I can do for you. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, Teacher Nina. Dear learners, with your new learning this morning, I'm sure today is a great day. I can feel it. I would also like to acknowledge our scriptwriter, Teacher Annabel C. Acopido. Once again, thank you for being with us today. This is your host, Teacher Rufino R. Pomede Jr. Till next time, goodbye!
Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal. With capable teachers whose heart and souls are defined. Deliver knowledge inside your home through radio. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, a community FM radio station of Doña Aurora National High School located at Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. With the use of radio-based instructions, we are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education through distance learning approach. With subjects like English, Science, Math, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, TLE, MAPE, and ESP. The WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio is now ready to serve you right inside your home. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, your school on the air.
Dance Radio, siniharalan sa radyo, atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Okay, you just heard the RBI lesson for today, and that is analogy.
Yes.
We are here to elaborate further so that you would be able to gain the necessary skill contained in this lesson. I will be discussing the meaning of an analogy. Ma'am Jarlin will focus on the first 3 types of analogies. And then, Ma'am Claudine will continue with the next 3 types. Ma'am Nina will be giving you the ways on how to write a good analogy.
Okay.
All right. Now, before we start, I have here an example of analogy statement. Everybody should focus and think critically. Key in your answer in the chat box. Ma'am Jarlin, kindly take a look at the chat box later.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the winner will be given a 20 peso worth of load. Ayan, Ma'am Nina,
yes,
exciting.
ma'am.
That's 20 peso worth of load.
Yes.
Don't forget to indicate your complete name and section. And of course, the letter of your answer. Here it is. If Teresa's daughter is my daughter's mother, what am I to Teresa? Okay. Once again, if Teresa's daughter is my daughter's mother, what am I to Teresa? Ma'am Nina, do you know the answer?
I know the answer, ma'am.
Ah, nice. What about you, Ma'am Claudine?
I know, ma'am.
What about you, Ma'am Jarlin?
Yes, of course, Ma'am Jane.
Okay, so learners, key in your answers now.
Liza Orifon, his father.
Ah, okay.
Harriet, Marisa Lagayan, grandmother.
Ah.
Cyber Syndrome, his father.
Let us see. Okay, we have here choices. Letter A, grandmother. B, mother. C, daughter. D. Granddaughter, or E. Teresa? Let us see. Okay. If Teresa's daughter is my daughter's mother, what am I to Teresa? Okay, my dear learners, go, go, go. What is your answer?
Maria Nuria, grandmother.
Huh?
CJ Bahakan, 7 Cultura, grandmother. Marion Rain Agustin, his father, mom.
His father? Okay. The skin
Mary Gon, 7 Sini, father.
Ma'am.
Saint Respicio, stepmother.
Ayala. Father.
Andres Cristelian, 7 Del Pilar, mother.
Okay. I have seen here, ma'am. 7 Galileo, her daughter. Okay. Okay. So, we have a winner, ma'am. Jarlene, have you seen her? Pia Mona Bumanglag.
Congratulations,
7
Pia
Galileo.
of Galileo.
Okay. Why is the answer daughter? Okay. The I in the statement is daughter. Yes, Teresa's daughter. Because the statement, my daughter's mother is me. Okay? In that case, the statement becomes, if Teresa's daughter is me, what am I to Teresa? So, the answer is her daughter. Okay. So, for Pia, congratulations. And for those who got the right answer, you are a great listener or you are great in analogy. Yes. Okay.
Congratulations, Pia.
Congratulations.
Of 7 Galileo. Did you get the answer, Sir Dennis? Yes. Do you have the same answer, Ma'am Nia?
Yes, I have the same
Ma'am Claudine?
answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am Jarlene?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, great. Perfect. Okay. All right. Here are your English mentors ready to impart more on analogy. Take it away, Ma'am Jarlene.
Okay. So, Ma'am Jane, you're going to read first the meaning of analogy.
Yes. What is an analogy? An analogy is a particular kind of...
Okay.
Ma'am Jarlene,
it is a
I
particular
cannot
kind of rhetorical device that allows people to demonstrate the relationship between various objects or concepts. The word analogy comes from the ancient Greek analogia, means proportion. Part of the word actually comes from the ancient Proto-Indo-European root leg, meaning to collect or to gather. There are many different types of analogies that are used to depict different kinds of relationships. One example of an analogy might be, okay, we have here an example. Branch is to tree, while arm is to person. Okay. So let us start now by discussing the types of analogies. Okay. We have 6 types of analogies. So, I will be discussing the first 3 types of analogy, while the remaining 3 types will be discussed by teacher Claudine Ramba. Okay, let us start. The first one is the object to purpose. Okay. The first word in each half of analogy is an object, followed by what that object is most commonly used for or the purpose. This is similar to a cause and effect analogy or a source to product analogy, meaning that it is about instrumental action. Okay, we have here examples. The first one is book is to reading. Okay, book is the object, while the purpose or use is for reading. Okay, the next one is module is to learning. Module is the object, while the purpose or use is for learning.
Yes.
The third one would be scissors is to cutting. Okay. It is very obvious that scissors is the object, while the purpose or use is for cutting, okay? For cutting papers and many more. Next is pen is for or is to writing, okay? Pen is the object, while the purpose or use is for writing. Okay, so that is the first one. Object to purpose. Okay. Next is general to specific. This is similar to the reverse of a part to a whole analogy. Okay.
Ma'am, reverse. What is reverse daw, ma'am?
Okay. So, when we say reverse, ito yung parang kabaliktaran. Okay. So, one way to express analogy relationships is to focus on things that go from general to specific. Okay. So, let us define first what is general and what is specific. Okay. When we say specific, it is clearly defined or identified. While general means considering or including the main features or elements of something and disregarding exceptions, or it is the overall. Okay. So we have here examples. Okay. The first one is city is to Santiago. Okay. City is the general example, while a specific example of a city is Santiago. Okay. Next is country is to Philippines. Okay.
Yes.
Country is the general example, while a specific example of a country is Philippines.
Yes.
Next, class section is to 7SPJ. Okay.
Wow.
Class section is the general example, while a specific example of a class section is 7SPJ. Okay. There are a lot of class sections here in our campus. Okay. But we can the specific example here is 7SPJ. Okay. Next is color is still white. Okay. Color is the general example, while a specific example of a color is white. Okay. If you want, you can use the different colors. Okay.
Ma'am Jarlene, is that your favorite color? White? White?
Unfortunately, ma'am, no. My favorite color is pink.
Okay. Yes. Wow. Yes, sir. Pink daw po.
Okay.
Ano yun? Hindi ba po siya, ma'am, Jarlene? Pink na lang. Mas
Pink
mabilis.
na lang. Pink na lang. Okay. So that is general to specific. Okay. Let us proceed with the third one, which is the user to tool. In many cases, many people use particular tools have specific titles. This can provide the basis for a user to tool analogy, such as, okay, we have here examples. Okay, so when we say user, it is the, what's this? When we say user, this is the person. Okay, and the tool, that is the object being used by the person.
Ma'am Jar, yung user, siya yung gumagamit.
Okay, yes.
At yung tool, yung ginagamit niya.
Yung
ginamit niya.
Exacto, Ma'am Jane and Ma'am Ninya.
Yes.
Okay. So, the first example is the doctor is to stethoscope. Okay. So, the doctor here is the user, while the stethoscope is the tool. Okay, so the doctor uses a stethoscope in checking the condition of his or her patient.
Yes, correct.
Next, camera operator is to camera. Okay, so the camera operator is the user or the person, while the tool is the camera. Okay, camera operators often use camera to take pictures and videos. Okay, next, soldier is to gun. Soldier is the user, while the tool usually being used by the soldier is gun. Okay. The last one is teacher is to chalk. Okay. Teacher is the user, while the tool usually being used by the teacher is a chalk. Okay.
But we are not using that now, Ma'am
Oh
Joyce.
yes,
isn't
Ma'am
it?
Ninia, yes. This example is an example of a traditional
Yes,
teacher.
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
But in this time of pandemic, we can conclude that teacher is also for Google.
Yes,
Meet.
correct.
Okay. So those are the first 3 types of analogy.
Ma'am Darlene, the tool would be laptop or gadget.
Yes.
And then the app is I should say, the Google Meet, the Zoom. But the
Yes.
tool is the gadget itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So those are the first 3 types of analogy. For the remaining types of analogy, let us have Ma'am Claudine Rambak.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Jarlene. So I will continue the discussion on the different types of analogy. Next is we have the sequence analogy. Some logic and intelligence tests include analogy tests to see if people can understand sequential relationships between concepts. So when we say sequence, in Filipino, it is pagkakasunod.
Correct.
Okay, so we have an example. A is to B. Okay, so we call that a sequence analogy because A and B is a sequence of letters. Okay, same as with 1 is to 2. Okay, anong sequence naman yan, Ma'am Ninya?
Number.
Okay,
Sequence of number.
Yes. Okay, correct. It is a sequence of numbers. Next example is Monday is to Tuesday. Okay, we call that also a sequence analogy because Monday to Tuesday is a sequence of days. Okay,
Because Monday is followed by Tuesday.
followed
Yes.
by
Okay.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. Same as with October is to November. Okay, sequence of months naman.
Yes.
Okay, so those are sequences. Next is synonyms or magkasing kahulugan na mga salita.
Okay. Magkasing kahulugan.
Okay, pareho ang ibig sabihin. Okay, analogies can also be created out of pairs of synonyms. This can help show the relationship between the 2 pairs of words and explain that they are comparable. Example, happy is to joyful. So, when we say happy, it also means joyful.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so magkasing kahulugan sila or synonyms. Okay, what else? We have angry is to furious. Okay, ano ang furious, Ma'am Ninya?
Galit na galit. Okay. The highest extent of anger.
Okay, so
highest talaga, ma'am. Yes, kasi kapag angry ka, galit
po,
lang.
medyo
Pero pag furious ka, kakagat ka na.
Galit na galit na yan.
Galit na galit.
Oh, sasabog na sa galit. Naku, masama yun.
Kaya pag galit, grade 7, sabihin nyo, I'm furious.
galit na galit.
Galit
yun.
na galit. Okay. Galit lang. Galit-galitan lang. Ganon.
Okay, so synonyms sila. Pareho ang kanilang kahulugan. Okay, ganon din sa obese is to fat.
Ouch.
Okay.
Bakit ouch, Ma'am Jarlene?
Ouch ako. Ouch.
Kasi Ma'am Jane yun.
Sexy
Oo,
na eh.
ako yun. Ayun susunod.
Slender is to thin.
Ouch.
Okay, pareho din. Oy,
Gusto ko yan.
okay, so those are synonym analogies. Next is kabaliktaran ng antonyms, synonyms ay antonyms. Okay, when we say antonyms naman, ito yung mga words na magkasalungat ang kanilang kahulugan.
Yes.
Okay, so just like 2 pairs of synonyms can create an analogy, So can two pairs of antonyms.
Napapa-ouch
Okay.
ako sa mga obis na yan.
Ma'am Charlene, maganda.
Yan, better yan, sir.
Okay.
Kabaliktad.
Okay, example of antonyms are hot and cold. So, when you say hot, mainit. Kabaliktaran ng hot is cold. Malamig.
Parang yung Ma'am Claudine, yung hot na hot sila kasi in love na in love. Tapos yung cold,
malamig ang preso.
break na sila. Break na sila kasi wala.
Okay.
Napalitan yung hot ng cold.
Okay, antonyms yon.
Yes.
Or magkaiba ang kanilang kahulugan. So, what else? Happy and sad. Okay, and then good is to bad, and black is to white. Okay,
Yes.
so those are the different types of analogies. So take it away, Ma'am Ninya.
All right. Okay, you have just heard the examples and definitions of types of analogies given by Ma'am Jorlene and Ma'am Claudine. So thank you so much, Ma'am. Okay, so I have here a question. How do you write a good analogy, dear learners? Okay, so in writing, example, you are going to write stories, you are going to write poems. So, what are you going to do so that you can write a good analogy? So, my dear colleagues, there are three things, three ways or three things that you have to keep in mind. Yes. Okay. Are those, Ma'am Ninya?
Ya.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, the first one is try to create easy to understand imagery. Okay, let us define the meaning of the word imagery. So when we say imagery, this is visual symbolism or figurative language that evokes a mental image or other kinds of senses like the sense of smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Okay, now I have here an example of a poem wherein we can see an analogy later on. So allow me to read, my dear students. Okay, nature's first green is gold. Okay, so the title of the poem is Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest who to hold. Her early lips a flower, but only sun hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. Okay, what a nice poem, my dear colleagues. Isn't it, ma'am? Very nice. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
okay, this is my question. Okay, what are the images found in the poem? We have there nature. Yes, Ma'am ma'am, Ninya. that's Yes, right. We have nature. nature. We have also green is gold. We have also the lips of a flower. The leaves, ma'am. Yeah. The leaves. Okay. Yes, the leaves, And the then the flower. leaf. Okay, correct. And then we have the Eden and the dawn. So these are the mental images that we can found in the poem. Okay, now, these are very common, isn't it, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. We can see that around us.
Yes.
Yes. So these mental images are compared to life. Okay? Itong mga mental images ay kinumpara Sa sa buhay. buhay. Okay. So, what is the similarity? Okay, what is the similarity? So, in this point, life inevitably changes. Correct. Tama ba yun, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and like the changing colors of nature. So, okay, so the two concepts that are being compared are Life and
Life and nature. Okay, yes. Okay, next. Number 2. Okay, you have to keep in mind also the work to compare and contrast. Okay, so when we say compare is
Giving
giving,
the similarity.
yes, thank you ma'am, giving the similarity or similarities. And
Correct.
when we say contrast, you are going to give the difference or differences. Okay, now, okay, when trying to find something common to compare it to, think about possible connections between the two things, both similarities and differences. Okay, now, I have here 2 examples. Okay, may dalawa tayong halimbawa dito. Okay, the first example is, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Now, the question here is, what are the 2 different concepts being compared?
I think it's life and the box of chocolates, Ma'am
Yes,
Nina?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You are correct. Okay, let us see. Let us see what is the similarity of these two different concepts. Okay, now, so if you, okay, in a box of chocolate, if you are going to open it, there are lot of varying flavors.
Correct.
May chocolate dyan, ma'am. Merong milk. Ano pa ba mga...
White chocolate, black chocolate, yon yung black or dark.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, so different flavors. If you pick one, it is you who will experience the sweetness and bitterness of whatever you would pick. So, ma'am, kung dark
correct.
chocolate,
Ang dark
mapait,
chocolate, mapait. Parang pinili mong maging mapait, bitter ka,
okay.
gano'n.
Yes.
Pero pag pinili mong maging sweet ka, yon yung ang napili mo ay yung
Yes.
white chocolate.
Yes, ma'am. Wow.
Pero pang brown, di ba, Ma'am Jarlene?
Yes. And
okay.
so, this box of chocolates is compared to life. So, whatever decisions you choose and
Correct.
pick in your life, it is you who will experience the sweetness and bitterness of the choices you make in your life.
Correct,
Ayun
Ma'am
pala
Nina.
yun, ma'am.
Very good
Sweetness
comparison.
and bitterness pala
Yes,
yun, ma'am.
correct.
Okay.
It's up to you to decide.
Yes, ma'am.
If what kind of chocolate will be your life.
Yes,
Siyempre,
ma'am.
kung ako
That's
yung
right.
sweetness.
Oh, ako
Sa'yo,
din,
Ma'am
ah.
Jarlene, anong gusto mo ba, ma'am?
Siyempre, yung sweetness, Ma'am Nina.
Okay, tama. Ako din naman, Ma'am Jarlene. Gusto ko ng sweet.
Ikaw, Ma'am Claudine, anong gusto mo?
Gusto ko mo yung medyo may pagka-bitter.
Mahilig
ako sa kape.
Okay. So, meron siyang somewhat aspect sa buhay niya na gusto niya maging bitter sometimes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Okay.
Yes, sa taste lang naman.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
So, sa taste lang.
Okay, we have number 2 example. Life is like a race. Ano ba yun sa Tagalog, ma'am?
Ang buhay ay parang
karera. Okay,
Or,
ang buhay ay parang
ano ba ang
karera.
karera?
Anong karera, ma'am? Yung
yung-
karera ng sasakyan? Ano ba, ma'am?
Yung pwede rin.
Okay, pwede rin yun,
karera
ma'am,
ng
diba?
sasakyan.
Yes, okay. Now, life is like a race. What are the 2 different concepts being compared in this given example? So,
Ma'am,
this...
life and of course race.
Yes, ma'am, that's right. Life and race are 2 different concepts. Okay, what are their similarities?
Oh, okay. When you say in life, it's up to you to decide kung mabagal ka bang maglalakad.
Yes.
Meaning, hindi ka magsusumikap. And then kung mabilis ka, kailangan mong magsumikap.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
life is like a race. Parang karera na,
Yes.
if you choose to be mabagal or if you choose to be mabilis. Or if you choose to be keeping calm relax
Relax
lang,
lang,
di
yes,
ba?
ma'am.
Parang yung pagong at saka yung...
Pahinto-hinto, ma'am.
Yes.
Tatakbo tapos hihinto, tatakbo
Correct.
tapos hihinto.
Yan.
Okay, yes. Thank you, ma'am. Yes. In a race, the competitor who runs fast and continually does so would eventually win, ma'am.
Correct.
Win, or at least take a part
nawala.
in the race. Okay,
Nawala.
take a part in the race. Okay.
Nawala
So, the competitor who is weaker keeps
Nawala ako.
on stopping to rest. So, life can sometimes be like that, especially in the life as a student. Okay? Now, my dear students, if you will keep on doing what has been tasked given to you or assigned to you by your advisor or your subject teachers, and you're going to do that with great, doing a great job and produce excellent outputs, what will be the expected output? My dear, what will be the expected output kapag ginalingan ng mga estudyante natin?
Siyempre, good outputs results to a good grade.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, correct. So, they will receive an award or recognition like with honors.
Yes, with high
with
honor.
high
Yes, and
Or with highest
honor.
wow,
Ayan.
napakaganda naman. Wow. And we have number 3. Okay, what is this number 3? Okay. Think of ways to inspire. So my dear grade 7 learners, the best analogies both explain and gives inspiration. Okay? Okay, I will give you an example here. Okay, allow me to read, my dear students. To be happy, live without pretending. Love without depending. Listen without defending. And speak without offending. Wow!
Yes.
Talaga
Ganda
naman,
naman.
ma'am. Di ba? Talaga naman nakaka-inspire.
Nakaka-inspire
ma'am,
talaga,
di ba?
ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so, to be happy is depends on depends on the way you live.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Yes,
The way you live your life.
Yes, the
correct.
way you love.
Oo, and then the way you listen.
The way you listen, and of course,
The way you speak.
the way you speak.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it, my dear grade 7 learners. Take it away, ma'am.
All
Jane.
right. Thank you, Ma'am Ninya, for that very nice explanation of the ways on how to write an analogy. And thank you, Ma'am Darlene and Ma'am Claudine, for the types and examples of analogy. I hope you learned a lot from the discussion. Let us be reminded that analogy is not only for English subject, but also in the but also used in the different learning areas. Okay, like mathematics or science. Say for example, in math, interpreting a word problem, or in science also there are science word problems. Okay, I have here an example of a math problem that uses an analogy. This problem was taken from Math 7 learning activity sheet for quarter 1, shift 1, week 4. Here is the problem. Mirna wanted to donate washable face masks to Barangay San Juan. She sewed 10 pieces of face masks in 5 minutes. How many face masks can she sew in 1 hour? Okay, how are we going to solve this one? To solve for this, we can use ratio and proportion. Take note, in analogy, there is trunk is to branch.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, that's
Using
right.
a
Is to.
colon.
Oh,
yes.
ma'am.
A ratio is a comparison of two values expressed as a quotient. Just like in analogy, there are two things being compared. A proportion is an equation stating that first as two equal functions. Okay, example, A over B equals C over D. And the second one is using a colon. A is to B equals C is to D.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is read as the phrase is to, like an analogy. So see, it is not only for English, it's also for math.
Mathematics.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Here is the equation. Alright. 10 is to 5. Ano yung 10 natin kanina? 10 face masks is to 5 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes,
Now,
that's right.
let us substitute X into the number of face masks to be sewed in 1 hour. First thing to do is, we are going to convert 1 hour into 60 minutes. So that the second and the fourth term would be equal, or the denominators. Alright? So 10 is to 5, and then X is to 60. 10 over 5 is equal to X over 60. By cross multiplication, we can have 10 is to 60 equals 5X. So, 600. Multiply 60 into 10, 600. 600 over 5 equals 5X over 5. Cancel 5 and 5. Okay? To solve for X, divide the both sides by 5. So, what is our X? How many face masks can she sew in 1 hour?
120.
Yes.
120 face
Very
masks.
good. So, we can have the ratio and proportion 10 is to 5 is equal to 120 is to 60.
Wow, very good ka naman,
Alright.
Jordan, in mathematics.
Okay,
Ang
so
hirap
that's
naman
it.
ang ginawa mo, ma'am.
Thank you naman kay Ma'am Bing.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Bing. Ma'am Annabella Cupido, thank you so much. Sabi niya, I suggest ratio and proportion.
Yes.
Alright.
Thank you, Ma'am
Okay.
Bing.
Now, ma'am, let us now see the extent of their understanding of today's lesson. Okay, for our activity, we have 5 questions.
Okay.
Every correct answer, you are given 10 peso worth of load.
Okay,
Bakit 10
wow.
pesos lang,
Yes,
ma'am?
ma'am.
Kasi ma'am, may evaluation pa tayo.
Ay, ganun
10
ba,
pesos
ma'am?
din. Kaya, 10 ang winners.
Kala ko
Alright.
kuripot ka na, ma'am.
Hindi naman, nagtitipid lang.
Nagtitipid lang. Okay,
Alright.
that's the term.
So, for the first 5,
Oy.
key in your answer in the chat box.
Okay.
Alright? Okay, chat box, ha? Alright. For your answer, don't forget to key in your complete name, section, item number, and your answer.
Siyempre,
Okay.
Ma'am Jane, hindi lang load ang mapapanalunan nila. Meron din silang
Additional points. Yes.
Correct. Correct. Additional points.
Oh, ayan. So, tutok-tutok lang. Good luck, everyone. Here's the first question. Take it away. The first, Ma'am Ma'am Claudine?
Di ba si Ma'am Ninya, ma'am?
Hindi naman. Yes.
Okay, number 1. If trunk is to tree, what type of analogy
Yes.
is being used? Okay. Letter A, cause and effect. Letter B, part 2, whole.
Yan na lang to.
Okay. So, don't forget to type first the number before the letter of the correct answer. Okay?
Okay, dear learners, what is your answer?
Okay, there is already an answer here.
Ay, ang galing naman.
Wow, ang galing, ang bilis niya.
Okay. What's the answer?
Bea Pagador, gawiran of...
Oh. Ma'am, isulat mo.
No, it's Precious Aiko Agas of 7 Newton. Okay?
Okay.
Congratulations.
She answered letter B. Part
Okay.
2, whole.
Okay. Why part 2 whole? Because
Okay.
A trunk is a part of
Of
a
a
tree.
tree.
Okay, a
Okay.
part, trunk, then tree is the whole.
Correct.
Okay?
Okay, next.
Ano pangalan niya? Agas. Agas ko naman pala. Okay, number 2.
Number 2. Great is to wonderful. Okay, what type of analogy is being used here? Letter A, antonym. Letter B, synonym. Ayan.
Okay,
Key
so,
in your answer.
Key in your answer, dear learners. Go, go, go.
Okay, there is already a correct answer here.
Wow, kabilis.
Gagaling nila,
Ang galing
ah.
nila. Nakinig sila, ma'am.
Correct,
Talaga
okay.
lang. And what is the answer, ma'am?
Okay,
Jerlyn?
she is Angel Evangelista
Angel.
of 7 Archimedes. Okay, she answered letter B. Synonym.
Okay. Synonym because great is synonymous with wonderful.
Okay. Next, number 3. Practice is to improve. Okay. So, letter A, tool to user, or letter B, cause and effect.
Effect. Okay. So, key in your answer, dear learners.
Okay, I repeat, if practice is to improve, what kind of or what type of analogy is being used? Okay, is it A, tool to user, letter B, cause and effect?
Okay, Ma'am Claudine, do we have a winner now?
None yet. Wala pa, ma'am. Wala
Ah,
pa po.
none yet.
Okay, pinag-iisipan nila
Pinag-iisipan nilang mabuti, ma'am. Okay,
Yes.
practice. Ano ba yan, ma'am? Magbigay ka ng clue. If you practice, you improve.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yes.
Right.
If you review, you will get high score in your quiz.
Correct.
Yes? Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay,
So,
so-
what is it? Okay.
Okay.
So, parang pan lang yan, mama. Kung meron kang ginawa,
May bunga.
May bunga. Parang
Ay,
ganun,
nako,
ma'am.
nasabi na
Ay,
yata natin.
Nadulas ata.
Oo nga.
Alright.
Okay. Ayan, nagtatype pa lang sila.
Ay, nagtatype pala ng answer.
Nakikita ko na sila, oh. Sa aking
Ano,
balintakaw.
may number 3 na dito, ma'am. Oh, si Zar. Ay, si Zar yata yung una kong nakita. Ay, sorry, Zar. Okay, we have Rosalina. Rosalina. Nasaan ka na, anak ko? Rosalina. The answer is letter B. Ay, sorry. Si Sar nga. Sar Espiritu. Wow. Sar Agonoy Espiritu.
Wow.
7 Archimedes. His answer is letter B.
Congratulations, Sar.
Okay. Why letter B, Ma'am Ninya?
Letter B because if you're going to practice, you will improve. So, ang sanhi niya ay nagpra-practice ka at ang magiging bunga ng iyong pagpra-practice ay mai-improve ka nga.
Correct,
Diba?
ma'am. Parang yung practice lang para makapag-improve and then review lang para makapasa.
Yes,
Okay, so
correct.
cause and effect. Number 4.
Okay, we have number 4. Happy is to
Miserable.
Okay, the choices are A, antonym, B, synonym. Okay, so key in your answers now. Okay, dear learners, key your answer now and get a chance to win 20 peso load. Okay, if happy is to miserable daw, what type of
okay.
analogy is being
We have
used?
here, ma'am, Jai kame pasilaw. Jai kame pasilaw of 7 Archimedes. Her answer is letter A. Is she correct?
Yes.
Yes.
ma'am. She's
Okay.
correct. Wow,
Antonym.
Congratulations, Jai Kame. Umaarangkada, ma'am, ang mga
Yes.
Archimedes.
Kaya nga.
Okay.
Very good.
Ma'am
Why-
Jane,
Yes,
balikan
ma'am.
muna natin yung number 3 kanina. Nauna daw si Ryan Kennedy Akpal. So, pwedeng dalawa na lang
Sige,
sila.
okay, sige.
Yes,
Sige,
yes,
sige.
ma'am. Sorry kasi
Ryan
nagloko
Kennedy.
kanina dito sa amin. Hindi namin
Ryan Kennedy.
kita. Okay.
Okay. Ayan.
Thank you.
Very active sila, ma'am.
Yes.
Alright. Bakit antonym ang sagot? Diba? We discussed a while ago that antonyms have different meanings. So,
Yes, ma'am.
happy, if you are happy, and the other one is miserable, parang happy-happy ka,
yes.
tapos yung isa miserable, lonely siya, parang walang silbing buhay, samantalang yung isa happy.
Yes,
So that lingers different meaning. Okay, that's
kabaliktaran.
antonym. All right.
Okay, the next one. Hammer is to carpenter. Okay. Is it A, tool to user? Letter B, part to hoe. Okay.
May
Don't
sagot na
forget
tayo.
May sagot na, Ma'am Claudine?
Yes, si
Wow,
Erica
kabilis.
May Rigon ng
Oh.
Seven
Erica.
Sining.
Wow.
Erica May.
Ang sagot niya is letter A.
Estudyante ko yan.
Okay, very
Okay.
good. Erica May. See?
Okay.
Ang gagaling nila, no?
The answer is letter A, tool to user. Bakit po? Because hammer is the tool being used by the carpenter, which is the user.
Correct. Ano pa mga ibang ginagamit ng mga carpenter, Ma'am Claudine? Meron din tayong?
We have the...
Stove.
Yes, very
yes.
good. Okay.
ano pa ba?
So, wood. Ang gagaling ng ating mga learners. We can sense that they listened well, mga ma'am, di ba?
Nakinig talaga sila.
Okay, well, may I know if you listened well? Okay, what did we discuss today? You may key in your answers in the chat box. Ano yung mga napakinggan natin? Okay. You may key in your answers in the chat box. Ano yung mga napakinggan natin? Ano yung lesson natin ngayon?
Yes, the main lesson, the main...
Okay.
Wow,
andito
very
si
good.
Liza Orifon.
Orifon.
Analogies. Correct. Harriet, analogy. Erica. Analogy.
Peter, Emmanuel. Wow.
Yes, Felrita, types of analogy.
Wow. Sarah Lee.
Oh, Jasmine. Okay, types of
Sabi
analogy.
ni Sarah Lee, types
Sarah
of
Lee.
analogy.
Oo.
Wow, nakikinig talaga.
Si Sar, analogy. Wow.
Si
Word
Perilita,
analogy.
Akupido, types of analogy.
Oh,
Wow,
di ba nakikinig
perfect.
sila, ma'am? Alright.
Ang saya-saya naman.
Very good. Based from your answers in the chat box, I think you learned a lot from our lesson. Now, let us summarize. May we summarize everything? Today, we learned that analogy can be a great help for the enrichment of our vocabulary, not only in English, but also in the different learning areas like mathematics, science, and other learning areas.
Yes, ma'am.
Furthermore, we were familiarized with the different kinds of analogies, which are, what are those, Ma'am Ninya?
We have the antonyms, synonyms, cause and effect, part to whole, person to situation, and tool to user.
Ayan, pinakyaw na niya, wala na kayong sinabi.
Kaya nga,
okay.
nasabi ko
So,
lahat.
and of course, the ways on
How to
ano yun?
write a good analogy.
Very good. So that's it. Now, to check more on your memory or understanding, you are going to answer numbers 6 to 10 for your evaluation.
Yes.
Send your answers using the number. Kindly flash in the number in which they're going to send their answers.
Yes.
Meron, ma'am, yung number mo nakalagay dyan. Sa last part, nakalagay doon. Ayan.
Okay.
Alright.
Ayan.
So, the number is 0975-239-4360. I'll repeat, 0975-239-4360. Okay. Don't forget to key in your complete name, section, item number, and your answer. Again, good luck to everyone. Let's have the evaluation.
Okay. So, the direction is from numbers 1 to 5, you're going to choose the correct word to complete the analogy. Key in your complete name, section, item number, and the letter of your answer on the chat box.
Correct.
Okay, I repeat, the
Ano,
number
ma'am?
is...
No, ma'am. Number, ma'am. Number.
Ay,
Number lang, ma'am. Yes.
via text.
Via text.
Okay, sorry. Okay. The number is, I repeat, 0975-2394-360. Okay.
Wala po ako load.
Okay, para ito sa may mga load at saka
Yes.
sa mga nakikinig ng
Sa radyo.
Okay. Para mabigyan naman sila ng
Chance. Correct.
Okay.
And 20 peso load. Alright. Okay, number 1 question. Hard to hold. If battery is to flashlight, hard drive is to blank.
Okay.
Letter A, appliances. B, car. C, computer. And letter D, motorcycle. What is your answer, dear learners?
Okay, just text the number and the letter of the correct answer. Okay, and don't forget to text also your name and section.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Wala pa nagte-text.
Ay, wala pang
sa akin.
nagte-text.
Nagpapaload pa lang sila, Ma'am Jay.
Ayun nga, Ma'am Jane, nagpapaload pa lang. Paano ba yan, Ma'am? Okay, Sir Dennis, meron na ba dyan? May Panay C? Ano ba? I-consider na natin yung chat box, garon? Consider. Yes, ma'am, we are going to consider because of the time we have. Okay, sige. Alright, sige. We understand na hindi sila nakapag-load.
Okay, kung sino na lang ang mauna or sa chat box?
Number 1. Meron na tayo, ma'am, sa number 1. Yung kompleto dapat, ha? My name, my section, and number, and then the letter of your answer.
Lucius
Luke.
Benko of 7
Yes.
Zamora.
Correct.
His answer is letter C.
Correct.
Wow, congratulations! The
Luke
answer
Benko.
is letter C.
Okay, why letter C, ma'am? Letter C is the answer because hard drive is a part of a computer, which is an example of whole. Okay. All right. Which is the whole one there, ma'am? Is it the hard drive or the computer?
Of course, the whole is the computer.
And the hard drive is the part. Correct. Okay. Next, number 2.
Okay, we have
Ma'am
number
Claudine,
2.
please read, Ma'am Claudine.
Okay, number 2, synonym. Synonym. If obese is to fat, slender is to
Ano to?
A, big, B, shy, C, thin, or D, weak.
Pinapatamaan nyo ba ako dito?
Mag-ouch ka lang, Ma'am Claudine, ha? Ay, Ma'am Jarlene, ha? Okay, dear learners. Text now your answer.
We have a text message here, pero sa number 1 na kasi to. Si Nicole Copus of 7 Archimedes. Okay, she answered letter C. Congratulations, Nicole.
Congratulations.
Okay, key in your answers.
Ay, number 3 na kaagad si Sino to? Si Ray Christian.
We have winner, Angel Evangelista of 7 Archimedes.
Okay. Wow, umaarangkada ng
Her
Archimedes.
answer is letter C.
Nanalo na siya kanina, ma'am.
Ay,
pero
nanalo
ma'am, nanalo na siya kanina.
Give chance to others daw, anak.
Ay, yung
How
pangalawa.
about Liza?
Liza, nanalo na ba siya? Liza Orico. Nanalo na rin si Liza.
Liza, congrats pa rin, pero hindi kayo mananalo. Anong
Yes.
nabuna,
Congratulations.
How about Trisha May Sagusyo?
Okay. Pasok na pasok, ma'am. Trisha May
Sagusyo.
Sagusyo.
Wow.
And the correct answer. 7 sini.
Congratulations.
Okay, her answer
Trisha
is
May.
letter
7C.
C.
Pero syempre, yung mga naulit na kanina, may plus points kayo.
Correct.
Teacher.
Correct, ma'am. Correct yan.
Okay.
Correct.
So, it is synonym because, Ma'am Claudine,
Slender is the same as the word thin.
Thin. Okay.
Parehas ang kanilang kahulugan. Oh, parang si Ma'am
Para
Jarlene
sa
yan.
Ma'am Jarlene, thin
Okay,
lang, hindi
thin.
payat. Thin.
Okay, the next
Okay,
one.
next. Antonym, okay? If poverty is to wealth, sickness is to blank. Okay. Letter A, hardship. Letter B, good health. Letter C, illness. Or letter D, lack. Okay.
Okay, text now your answer, my dear students. Ma'am
Key in
Claudine.
your answers.
We
or
have
text.
Angel Evangelista.
Ay, wala pa ba
Nanalo
siyang
na naman
pangalan?
siya.
Meron na siya, ma'am. Ay,
How
Angel
about
Evangelista.
Cesar Agonoy?
Meron na rin siya, ma'am.
Pati si Nicole Corpus nagte-text din siya,
How
pero nanalo na siya.
about Rendell Agas?
Rendell Agas. Nicole Corpus?
Wala pa.
Ayan, okay, Nicole Corpus.
Okay.
Nauna
Si
ba siya,
answer,
ma'am?
Nauna ba? Hindi.
Ay, sorry.
Si Rendell Agas, ma'am.
Okay.
Of 7 Galileo.
Alright. Rendell Agas. Congratulations.
Ma'am, mali pala yung sagot niya.
Ay!
Ay, ala.
Okay. Sorry, anak.
Liza Orifon.
Meron na rin siya, ma'am.
Erica May, meron na din. Joyce Lucas.
Yes, ma'am.
Meron
Pwede. Joyce
Joyce
Lucas.
Lucas
Okay.
of 7. Sining.
Alright.
Wow, estudyante ko yan.
Ay, ang galing.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Okay. So, the answer is, anong sagot,
Letter
MJ?
B.
Letter B. Because when someone is sick, the other one is having a good health. So,
Okay, because
magkaiba
we
sila
are
ng
talking
tawag.
about antonym.
Antonym. Yes,
Kabaliktaran.
Kabaliktaran.
Correct.
Sabi nga, in sickness and
And in health.
In
Oh,
good
good
health.
health.
Okay.
In good health. Okay. Number
Okay,
5.
Number 4 muna, Ma'am Jay.
Ah, sorry.
Excited ka.
Sorry. Excited lang.
Okay, number 4.
Okay, for number 4, cause and effect. Correct. If fatigue is to yawning, what is to scratching? Letter A, aching. B, bending. C, itching. And letter D, laundering. So, text now your answer, dear learners. Okay, ang scratching ba, nag-scratch ka ba kapag may masakit sa'yo?
Okay.
Nag-scratch ka ba pag nagbe-bend?
We already
Luke
have
Benko.
a correct answer.
Congratulations,
Nanalo na
Luke,
yun.
pero nanalo na siya.
Pero nanalo na siya.
Oh,
Ay,
yan,
yan,
si
yan.
Buduan.
Yan, okay.
Wow! What's the answer, ma'am? Ay, sir. C. Okay, correct. Why itching?
How
Yes, Ma'am
about
Charlene,
Luke?
why
How about
itching?
Luke? Mas nauna siya dito, okay? Siya kay
Nanalo
Alex.
na kasi
Panalo na
ma'am.
siya,
Ay,
ma'am.
okay, nanalo na siya.
Yes. Okay, letter C. Why is letter C the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
When you feel itching or nangangati ka, mag-scratch ka, syempre. Kunwari, kinagat ka ng langgam, ayan, kakamutin mo kasi
Makati.
makati. Diba?
Yes, tama,
Pag
ma'am.
pag nadapuan ka ng something na
Makati.
magkakos ng itching, syempre mag-scratch ka.
Yes.
We are pertaining to cause and effect. Okay?
Sanhi at niyang bunga.
Alright.
Sanhi at bunga.
Okay. The last number.
Okay, let us proceed with number 5, which is person to situation. Okay. If mother is to home, teacher is to blank. Okay. Is it letter A, Google Meet? Letter B, laptop? Letter C, online class? Or letter D, is school? Okay. Clue, yung na-green nandyan, hindi po yan yung tamang sagot. Okay.
Hindi lang ma'am napalitan, ano,
Oo.
yung color ng letter, no?
Daniel, Andres, 7 Galileo.
Answer?
5A.
Ah.
Okay.
Sorry
Sabi ko na, di ba?
Person
Hindi
to
yan yung tamang
situation
sagot.
tayo, mga anak. Okay,
Okay,
liwanagin
we have
natin.
here Nicole Corpus nag-text siya, pero nanalo ka na anak ha. May plus ka na lang kay ma'am mo.
Oo, tama.
Okay, Rigon, 7 Sining. 5B.
Winner na
Okay.
siya.
How about J. Kamay Pasilyaw?
Ay, winner na rin siya kanina. Jai Kamay Pasilaw. Bumanglab.
5D.
Bumanglab.
Jessica May.
Bumanglab.
Bumanglab.
7 Galileo, 5D.
Bumanglab. Okay. Correct.
Anong first name?
Dari kami bumanglab.
Okay.
Ay, hindi.
Meron na nakakuha ng correct answer.
Okay, let us explain why school. Okay, the situation there is a mother is always seen in a home. Pero tayong mga working mothers, of course, nakikita din tayo sa mga trabaho natin. But when we think about the situation, a mother is really at home. Yes, yung
Yes.
concept natin na
Yes.
kapag mother ka,
Nasa
nasa
bahay.
home ka,
Yes,
diba?
nasa bahay
That's
ka.
the concept.
Yes.
So, if you are a teacher, syempre, ang situation mo is school.
Yes.
Kahit naka-work from home ka, ang ambience mo is school pa din.
Yes.
Di ba, ma'am?
You are
Kahit
working.
naka-Google Meet ka, ang ambience pa din doon is school pa din.
Yes,
Di ba?
yes,
Kasi
okay.
you are a teacher, you are dealing with students, so school pa din ang ambience.
Yes.
So the answer is
Letter D.
School.
So,
Yes.
School.
So, ang teacher, ang
situation niya lagi ay nasa
school. Correct. Meron nang sinasabi yung iba, di ba? Mama, work from home ka nga, pero ang isip mo, nasa school pa din.
Yes, dahil sa dami ng trabaho. Kahit
Yes.
nakatulog ka, ang panaginip mo,
School pa din. Alright.
Jasmine Lina, ma'am, di nyo siya pinapansin.
Ay, ala, sorry. Sige anak, mamaya basahin natin lahat yan, ha? Alright. So, to all the winners, congratulations.
Yes.
Please send your number to be loaded to the number flashed on the screen. Kindly repeat, 09, Ma'am Jarlene.
0975-2394-360.
Okay, that's all for today, dear grade 7 learners. See you again next week, next Wednesday. Keep safe and God bless. This is Teacher Jane Arlene Tapawan.
This is Teacher Nina Genesis Guillermo. And
Thank you
this
so
is
much.
Teacher Jarlene B. Munar.
And this is Teacher Claudine N. Rambach.
Telling you that the best way to understand is to listen well. Hence, listening is the beginning of understanding. We would like to thank also Sir Joshel and Sir Dennis. Yes, thank you.
We are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home to 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. Reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 TWDR-FM. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kaalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan. Ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit sa naman.
For something big.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWBR FM.